have zero tolerance for men. I feel like they're pricks, majority of them.
Sister, let me give you some advice. Go and check up what the word misandry means. Go and open your little dictionary, go and type it up on Google, go and find out what the word misandry means. You are a misandrist, is exactly what you are. And you are a borderline misogynist as well, with a bad case of penis envy.
Do you think he'd be a good guy? I'd make a sick guy.
Yeah, you would.
Some guy must have left a comment. You're a donkey, whoever said that, by the way.
I think I would make a sick guy. I want you to imagine for a second a man actually coming onto camera on a podcast and saying the following statement to his friend, to his male friend. Hey, yo, bro, you think you'd be a good woman? And he's like, and then he responds, I think I'd be a sick woman. What the falafel are you talking about? This is what we call having a severe case of penis envy.
You sick in the mind? Are you that mentally enslaved and intellectually subservient and intellectually molested and ideologically molested?
The title of this podcast is Misogyny in Society. And let me tell you something. Sometimes I believe that women are more misogynistic towards each other than men are to them. Some women have such an obsession with embodying masculine qualities, masculine ideals, that you sense that they hate their own gender.
He was like, the black girl is so masculine. He was like, any guy who looks at her, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like I do give very masculine energy.
She's smart. She feels complimented. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a guy feeling complimented if he was told, hey, yo, you give feminine energy? It's like, yeah, man. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I don't think you give masculine energy.
No, I do. I feel like I do. I'm very like...
No, I'm not, bro. No, I feel like I really am feminine. Don't you dare take that away from me. I'm really feminine. Absolutely.
Like, I get what I want.
But you know what it is? Men respect that. Can I say that? Can I, like, as in, even with masculine qualities in women, that's only when you get respected as a woman.
Me and my sister were talking about this yesterday. So, like, for example, I'm not trying to expose the story, but basically, let's say if there's a guy and you don't like him and you don't pander. You know, guys, they always expect a girl to pander to them. Do you get it? So, like, if they say something outrageous or something like whatever, just let it slide because he's a guy. And my sister was not having that. And then afterwards, he realised that she doesn't like him and she was overtly like, no, I don't like this person. Don't bring them around me. And it's only when you give this mad, like, masculine energy, then they're coming, oh, like, what's the problem between me and you? Like, what's the beef? Da, 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 da. Like, trying to sort things out. Straight up with them, they'll be like, nah, but I respect you, and like, oh, you're my G, and all of this. And I'm just like, you're pathetic, because it's only when someone matches your energy, then you know how to respect.
I wanted to pay attention there, gentlemen. She's pointed it out without even clocking it, without even realizing it. So she gets masculine with men, and this sister here is an extremely masculine woman. I invite you onto my podcast, sister. Come to Ali so you can eat some. Come. The next time I go live, we'll have a discussion. She has clocked something, and that is with her, she's naturally very masculine, you can tell. And when she expresses this masculine energy with the men around her, friends or wherever they are, she notices they give her respect. But here's the slight problem, is that she cannot respect a man who respects her once she puts up her masculine energy. Isn't that fascinating? That when she gives off or emanates this masculine energy, the moment that she does that and a man gives her that respect in return, instead of her respecting him for giving her that respect, she actually looks down upon him. She actually thinks worse of him. She sees that as weakness. Why? Because masculine women are still attracted to masculine men, more masculine than them. Men who express more masculine traits than they do. You see this all the time on Kevin Samuels' show, on AMS. He done an interview with Kevin Samuels a while back, and he was talking about in the African American community that a lot of African American women are extremely masculine, and the only way to put them in their feminine is to be extra masculine yourself as a man. Hence the popularity of Kevin Samuels in the first place, because he is so overtly and unapologetically masculine that he puts the most ratchet women in their feminine, not by submitting and bending the knee to her and giving way, no, but by turning up the ante and giving her a big fat verbal. That's how you put them in their feminine. Pay attention, gentlemen. When a woman is masculine with you and then you pander to her, she doesn't respect you. She does exactly what this sister does. That's her response, like, weakness. And here's the other side to the coin. Masculine women attract weak men. Let me say that again. Masculine women attract weak men. Why? Because a masculine man doesn't want to have to deal with this. We're attracted to our opposites. He goes out there, out in the world, all day at work, in his business, wherever he is, slaying the dragon, dealing with masculine guys all day long. That's a headache. He wants to come home to what? To peace, to raha nafsiyya, sakina, litaskunu ilayha. So you can find peace in her. How much peace do you think you're going to find in a masculine woman like this? Zero. You're going to have to put her in check constantly. Come onto my next stream, sister. I believe her name's Mariam. I invite you onto my stream so I can put you into check myself.
I feel like in a relationship, you need to make your man feel emasculated.
Definitely.
Because you're coming on a like...
Did the sister in black actually understand what sister on the left in grey just said? Because she was like definitely with a blank stare. And did I hear correctly what this sister said? Let's rewind that for a second.
Because I think men are different in relationships.
I feel like in a relationship, you need to make your man feel emasculated.
I feel like in a relationship, you need to make your man feel emasculated. I mean, we can just end this right here, gentlemen. Emasculated. To make a man feel unmanly, to strip him of his manliness, to strip him of his masculinity, to put him into his femininity. I hope you girls understand the words that you're using. I hope you're just not throwing around big words without actually understanding what they mean. Do you understand what you are saying here? That you are encouraged. It's like a man saying, I feel like in a relationship you need to strip a woman of her femininity. When we're going to have two men in the household battling each other. If you emasculate a man, you are going to have another woman in your relationship with you. You may as well be a lesbian. You might as well get a wife, because that's what he's going to become.
Definitely.
Because if you're coming on a like...
You
flex,
are...
you definitely should not be like that.
But
the thing is when you're not in a
what
relationship...
place?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're using words that they don't understand, because now they're contradicting themselves.
Don't owe these guys anything. I'm not trying to get anything from you. I'm trying to get the job done.
No, because Mariam, you know when I think about it, yeah? Well, sometimes I've been taken for a proper idiot.
You know when you go home and you deep it and you deep it and you
how
deep
did
it?
this man have the audacity?
Literally.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
When I think about the things that they've said or the things that they've just said.
And it's so slight, and you know when it doesn't hit you until after, but it's too late to come with a rebuttal because it's like, now.
It's like,
Oh, their voices are killing me.
Because, you know, for me, I just have zero, as probably people who, if you listen to this book, I have zero tolerance for men. I feel like they're pricks, majority of them. So I don't...
So, this entire podcast is labeled misogyny in society. And then my girl here on the left with the grey spits, I feel like the majority of men are pricks. Sister, let me give you some advice. Go and check up what the word misandry means. Go and open your little dictionary. Go and type it up on Google. Go and find out what the word misandry means. You are a misandrist. Is exactly what you are. And you are a borderline misogynist as well, with a bad case of penis envy. Alright, that's enough of that noise. But this is what I will say. Number of important points have been raised here. First of all, the recognition that being feminine in the workplace doesn't serve you well. I agree. I agree completely. Why? Because the work environment is a competitive environment. It is a competitive environment, and masculine qualities will get you far in the workplace. Hence why men tend to do better on the career ladder than women. It's not because of the gender pay gap and because women are treated unequally. It's because men naturally possess those characteristics that make them a good fit for competition, for competing. Women can succeed. It just has to come at the sacrifice of their femininity. That's what must be sacrificed. If you want to succeed as a woman in the workplace, you must sacrifice your femininity. Imagine taking a sister like this, you marrying her with this attitude, this mentality. She is going to compete with you constantly because she feels the need to put you in check. She feels the need to treat you like a man. Not realizing that women, particularly in an intimate setting, in an intimate relationship, but indeed in any relationship, if they're smart enough, have so much power in their femininity. You just don't know how to use it. Because you've been told that acting like a man will get you far. And it will. But at what cost? At what cost? At the cost of you not being able to find a husband. And if you do, because you may well be able to. There's a lot of thirsty brothers out there today. He will be a weak man. No man worth his salt will tolerate this BS. No man worth his salt will tolerate this nonsense. Utter nonsense.
This is number one bullshit.
This masculine ass behavior. What's interesting is their reaction to my podcast the other day. The sister that I was harshest on, the South Asian sister, the one who got slapped up multiple times from me, she was the one who was most in her feminine in their reaction. And the one that I gave the most credit to, because she made some legitimate points, which is the sister here in grey, she was the one who was most in her masculine. Let that be a lesson to you, gentlemen. You give an inch, they take a mile. When you're dealing with masculine women, you don't concede. You put them in check. You up the ante, because ultimately, even if she tries to pretend to be masculine, to pretend to embody these masculine qualities, she's still a woman. She can't outman you any more than you can outwoman her. And once again, I'll say to you, sister, Mariam, her name is, you are proud of your masculine qualities. You have a terrible case of penis envy. You need to get that seen to. It is no more praiseworthy for a woman to embody masculine qualities and to be labeled as masculine than it is for a man to embody feminine qualities and to be labeled as feminine.
نار نار سنفجرها برصاص ما نمحوها لعب